regular supports you would like, maybe a strap, some blocks, perhaps a blanket, whatever it is that you like to have nearby. Put us on mute. Of course, you're always welcome to unmute. Find a place to land, seated, laying down, whatever serves you this morning. And you might close a soft gaze, offering any movement in your body that helps you settle, that feels like something that would be useful. And just starting to notice how you're arriving. How you're feeling in your body and your mind. How it might be reflected in your breath until we kind of turn the tables and come to the breath and have that be the center stage. And bring those effects to our body. And so a couple of things we'll bring into the practice today. One, I mentioned last night, just bringing a intention perhaps through the week of listening with your ears, with your body, and with your breath. You might come back to that word at different times. Listening can really offer us the ability to make a choice, to take that pause. And we can't really do that if we're in a go, 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 maybe a stressful place. And so noticing how we listen to ourselves can either leave us feeling as though we've been cared for or that we need to protect more. And so you might just kind of think of those words and how that lands for you. So let's find our foundation, our grounding, what's beneath us, feeling into the earth, feeling everything our body is touching right now. And can we make a choice to be with ourselves right now as we are, as we're showing up? Simply offering, being kind. You might notice as thoughts, sensations, feelings, they rise, they fall. And so we don't want to build on, we don't want to add to tension in our bodies, in our minds, maybe labeling things as good or bad. That just creates more tension, creates more separation. So we truly take these practices, these moments to rewire. noticing what we meet with some empathy, space. And we can say, and this too, and let it move through us. When we find something we don't like, we often want to stamp it out. We don't allow it in. We tell ourselves it's not good. And then if we just think about that, what that can create in our bodies. So meeting ourselves as we are. Letting things move through us. And then we're also going to bring a little bit of an awareness to the energy center of our throat chakra. That being the center of communication, honesty, of empathy. The throat chakra of Vishuddhi has the color blue associated with. So you might picture that color right now. You might bring that color into your throat area, in your mind's eye. You might start off with that breath where we feel our throat, perhaps bringing that gentle, slight constriction to the back of our throat, as if you're fogging up glasses or whispering. Let's start to lengthen the inhale, lengthen the exhale, bringing an awareness to our throat, our plates of communication, creativity, honesty. But I also love how we can connect that to listening. We can listen to how we speak to ourselves. So important. Words we choose, what we digest. Nice. And then we're going to continue. As we're in this breath, we're going to turn it into that humming breath. So taking on the next inhale, just filling up. And then on the exhale, just a gentle hum. Taking about 4 or 5 rounds, whatever feels comfortable for you. Breath directly connects us with our vagus nerve. And as you are ready, you can continue that. Or coming back to your natural breath. And just notice. I actually feel some vibration down through my arms. Notice what you notice. Notice your experience. And I'll invite us to also do a little bit of somatic self-touch. So bringing your palms together, and we're just going to rub the hands together. I think there are these special nerve endings right on the hands. And what we'll do is we'll create this energy. And then taking one hand, bringing it to your forehead, and then one hand to your chest, your heart. Bringing that vibration, that warmth. And then switching hands, opposite hand at the forehead, opposite hand at the heart space. And I invite you to take your hands and just cupping your jaw. So the heel of the hand might be underneath the jaw, towards the neck, fingers up on the cheeks or towards the ears. Beautiful. And releasing the hands down. Taking a nice full breath in. An extra sip at the top. And exhale fully and completely. Coming back to your natural breath. And then taking a moment to find something you feel grateful for right now. Maybe something that happened over the weekend, something you're grateful that will be happening. Might be a simple gesture that you felt true gratitude for recently. And then setting an intention for a practice. What would you like to cultivate today, perhaps throughout the week? And maybe adding in listening. Your ears, your body, and your breath. And offering any movement right now to your body. Noticing what wants to move after being still, perhaps for several minutes. Nice. And then as you're ready, we can start on our backs today. So taking your time to get there, if you're not already there. And once you come down, you might draw the knees in just easily, loosely, maybe wide, just rocking side to side. Rocking is so nice for our nervous system. Yes. Coming to center, maybe crossing at the ankles. If you can reach your feet, you might take hold of your feet and continue to rock. If not, that's fine. You can rest your hands on your knees or thighs, whatever's available. Finding space right now in your shoulders, bringing an awareness to your throat, our throat chakra. We're going to let's do some movement, some asanas today to kind of be open with that, create some space, a clearing. Beautiful. Let's send the feet up to the sky and then take a gentle V, since we really haven't moved or done much yet. So a little bit of a straddle. You might even rock through it, side to side. And then we can cross at the ankles again, just in the other direction. So whatever foot was on top, switching it out. Again, either holding your feet, holding your knees, your thighs. Nice. And then coming back into a straddle. Legs can go wide. You can kind of hang out there in stillness. You can rock. And then once you are there, maybe finding a little bit of a settling, as we're going to draw the legs together and just envision that there's, I just thought of Jane Fonda, one of those bands, or there's something really tough to kind of move through. So bringing the legs together slowly, slowly, without lifting the shoulders. And you might notice that the body shakes. And that's actually a release of trauma in our bodies. It's called TRE. Right now I feel shaking through my sacrum, my pelvis. Beautiful. And then we can bring the feet down with the knees bent. Go into some pelvic tilt, just to bring some movement. Lower back, pelvis. Nice. And then from here, we can take it into a bridge. So feel free to take a block between the thighs if that feels useful to you. You can also place your feet on blocks if that's helpful. As we press our feet into the ground, feeling that sense of grounding, to gently lift the hips on up. Bringing an awareness to our glutes, our hamstrings. And what you might do here, if it's at all interesting, is a little bit of movement. So I'm kind of moving towards my feet and away from my feet. This is also a trauma release. So I'm like rocking forward and back. You can do this with your back down, or up. Beautiful. Let's take a full breath in. And on the exhale, we'll come down one vertebrae at a time. Think of someone stretching out your spine, creating so much space. Nice. Once you finally land, if you have a strap nearby and that's useful, we'll send the right foot up to the sky and wrap that around the ball of your right foot. Left knee could be bent or long, whatever serves you here. And find your breath. Let your shoulders land. And awareness to your throat. Maybe coming back to that word listening. Noticing any sensations here, listening to what your body's telling you. Is often one of those shapes that we have to kind of keep coming back on our pathway to remind our body to not grip. Our shoulders, upper arms, our throat, our chin. Option to bring that right leg a little bit to the left. Notice the change in sensation, if any, for you. For me, it gets very strong behind the knee. I even feel a little tingling in the top of my foot right now. And then we can bring that right leg back to center and maybe a little bit to the right, not very far. You might even bring a little softness to the knee and bring it back further if that feels right to you. Nice. And from here, we can, if you're using a strap, you might release the strap. Maybe bring your hands to your thigh, bringing that leg back to its spot. And then let's bend and lengthen. Some flossing through that sciatic nerve, and all of its branches, soft shoulders. Maybe keeping the foot flexed if that feels comfortable enough. If not, keep it slack, that's fine. Nice. And then from its bent position, maybe the arms come out to the sides, the backs of the hands are on the ground, feel that connection. And then we're going to press the foot long without letting it land, inhaling it to the sky, bending the knee. So this kind of circular, intentional movement. We're often opening and closing the hip when we do this. This time we're bringing a little bit of strength into our hip flexor. We're always so busy stretching it, which is beautiful and important. And so is strengthening. And so is movement. Beautiful. And then as you're ready, you can place that foot down. Either the foot goes down or the leg goes down as we send the left foot up to the sky. Notice the difference of the two sides. Notice if your body's reacting to that difference. Bringing that awareness again to our throat. to our internal ears. Nice. And then you might bring that left leg a little bit to the right. Noticing the change, if any, in the sensation for you. You might rock your head side to side. Soft jaw. And then bringing your left leg back to center, and then maybe a little bit to the left and back towards your shoulder, maybe softening the knee. Getting a little deeper, getting into the hamstring, to the glute. Beautiful. And then we can release the strap. Maybe your hands come to your leg and we'll bend and lengthen. Just bend and lengthen the left leg. The foot can be flexed. If that feels a little much, just release the flex. And then once again, option to bring the hands to the ground. Maybe the palms are facing up, and that just enables the shoulders to release down to stop that curling up. That kind of helps them to open. And then again, we'll bring some movement here. So we'll bend into the left knee, send that left foot forward. So it's hovering over the ground, the whole leg, as we lift it up towards the sky. Maybe doing that several times. Strengthening, stretching, and moving. And perhaps one more circle. Beautiful. And then you can send both legs long, so both legs are on the ground. And as I said before, when we were doing that kind of movement back and forth with our legs on the ground here, kind of connect your heels to the ground and just kind of draw your toes forward and back here, and you'll feel your whole body rock. So another great release. Nice. You can release that whenever you're ready. Sweeping the arms all the way back. Let's take a nice, big, beautiful stretch in our bodies. You can circle through your wrists, circle through your ankles, your toes. Nice. And then we can draw the knees back in. Let's roll right onto our right side. I've been very into open books lately. Feel free to bring something between your knees if that feels important in terms of our pelvis and SI. Stuck on my hair. And then bringing the left arm up and over. You might follow with your gaze. And just moving with your breath, letting your body really represent your breath here. Nice. And then from here, we can roll right to our other side. I'm going to take my block with me. Roll onto my left side, hands together. And then releasing the right arm back. You might want something under your head if this doesn't feel comfortable in your neck. It's funny, on one side for me, it's perfectly fine. On the other, I definitely need the support. So again, listening to your body. Nice. We can come back to our spine. And if you do have a block between your knees, keeping it there. If you don't and you have one nearby, just taking hold of it, bringing it between the thighs, the knees, whatever is appropriate. We're going to press into that. Envisioning your thighs rolling inward. And as we're envisioning that, also bring awareness to our pinky toe, to the outside of your foot, to your heel. So this internal rotation. And then releasing that pressing, just softening. Let's take that one more time, engaging into the block. And then softening. Beautiful. You can release the block and just let the knees all side to side. The windshield wipers. Beautiful. And then as you're ready, we can come on up. So however you'd like to come up, you might roll to your side and press yourself up or rock along your spine. It might be supportive to sit up on something, a block or blanket. And just let's pause for a moment. Just finding our spine, head over heart, heart over pelvis. You might even draw the chin in a drop, letting the shoulders be wide, just falling down away from the ears. Beautiful. Let's bring our left hand to our right thigh and right arm reaches up and over. Nice. We can take that right to the other side. So right hand on the left thigh, left arm reaches up and over. Nice. I'm going to do that again. So the right arm's reaching over. And then on this one, on the inhale, let's lift on up, bringing that right hand behind us for a seated twist. Lengthening the spine here. Beautiful. And then just turning, bringing the right hand to the left leg, right? Am I correct? Left arm reaches over, sorry. And then inviting the inhale to lift that left arm up, grounding it behind you. Seated twist, long spine. Nice, we'll come to center. Let's do some seated cat-cows. Nice full breath in, heart reaches forward. Exhale, navel to the spine, chin towards the chest. Moving at your pace. Nice. And then finding that long spine. From here, let's take the left hand, and first just I'm high up, so I can't, when I flex my wrist here, I can't even touch the ground. So I'm really depressing the left shoulder and then bringing it out and back just a little bit to that point of where it might feel a little bit funny. And I'm going to stop right there. Beautiful. And then I'm going to fold at the wrist, bringing my fingers in towards me. And as I do that, maybe bringing my right ear to the right shoulder. And then we'll do the opposite, opening, palm facing away, left ear, left shoulder. And right away, I'm feeling release already with that nerve. Slowly going side to side. Beautiful. And coming back to center and just noticing that. Take it to the other side. I'm going to press that hand down. It's not touching the ground. I mean, it can for you. I'm just high up. It doesn't touch the ground. And then starting to bring the hand off to the side and back a little bit to the point, like that's enough. I could feel that's enough. I've engaged all my fingers here. And then folding the wrist so the palm is facing towards me. And then I'm going to send the hand away. Right ear, right shoulder. Fold it towards me. And away. And you can do the opposite. So one way gives you a little bit more slack, and the other way creates a little bit more tension. So notice which one feels best for you. There's not a right or wrong. Nice. And as you're ready, let's release that, rolling through our wrists, maybe shaking it out. Bring your fingertips to your shoulders, nice big circles here. Beautiful. And we can release that down. Let's come into a tabletop. So knees beneath the hips. Wrists beneath the shoulders, nice full breath in, heart reaches forward, belly drops, exhale, rounding. Beautiful. Finding a neutral spine. Let's extend the right leg long, gathering in through the belly, the rib cage, so we're not flared out here. Maybe the left arm floats, gaze is down, neck is long. And take a breath. On the exhale, everything comes down and we switch sides. Right arm lifts, left arm lifts. Checking in again with our belly, our pelvis. Again, we can switch. And back to tabletop and we switch. Beautiful. Back to our tabletop. tucking the toes, and finding downward facing dog, using anything here that works for you, blocks, maybe a chair, a wall. Anyway, pedal it out. Bending one knee, bending the other. Beautiful. Option to inhale the right leg up towards the sky. And then you might look forward a bit, letting the shoulders come forward, and we're going to step that right foot between our hands. It might be a step, step, step. You might help it along with your hand, however you want to get there. And you can have blocks here too, if that's helpful. You can come down right away on your left knee. You can leave the left knee lifted. And perhaps bringing the right arm forward and then up towards the sky. Circle that right arm. Beautiful. Let's bring the right hand back down. We're going to step this right foot back into downward facing dog, or find the journey that works for you. Nice. Again, option to inhale the left foot up towards the sky. And then stepping the left foot forward. So sending those shoulders forward first. And you could help it along with your hand. Right knee can tap down or stay lifted. We'll ground the right hand, maybe reaching that the left arm forward, sorry, and up towards the sky. You might circle the left arm a couple times. Beautiful. You can bring the left hand back down. Once again, option to step that left foot back, finding our downward facing dog. Beautiful. You might come up on your toes, let the heels come down. Just bringing movement into our feet. And then bringing the feet a little bit wide, softening into the knees, and walking the hands back towards our feet. Now you might want to take blocks with you if you don't want to be so low down. If you want to kind of bring the floor up towards you, you might widen the feet a little bit more. And we're just going to bring some movement here. Bending into one knee, bending into the other, a little side to side. Nice. And for those of us that do like Malasana, I'm going to use the edge of a blanket because of my lovely ankles. Feel free to come on down, bringing the hips down. And you could stay up high for Malasana. You can bring them down. I love using the edge of a blanket. Maybe bringing the palms together. Nice long spine, but again, you can have your hands on blocks on the ground, hips lifted, or hands on your knees. Beautiful. As you're ready, we can bring the hands back down. And from here, bringing the feet a little bit closer together. Maybe taking opposite elbows in our ragdoll, or you can rest your forearms on your thighs. Beautiful. Let's find a half lift. And then softening down. Beautiful. We're going to root to rise, press it all the way up. Palms touch, and we'll draw the hands to the heart. Just pausing for a moment. You might feel your heart beating through the back of your thumbs. We'll take a half salutation, sweeping the arms up towards the sky. On the exhale, you might dive down. You can bend your knees as much as you like. Again, lengthening the spine, softening back down as we root to rise, pressing the earth away, sweeping the arms up, and drawing it right to the heart. Beautiful. From here, we're going to come wide on our mat. Nice. And we can have the feet, let's see, the toes can be out a little bit, heels in a little bit. We're going to start to drop down to whatever level feels comfortable for you. We're going to, as we're dropping down, we're going to press the hands out. Beautiful. Let's bring it all to the heart. And as we do, lengthen the legs. And once again, we're going to squat down. Let's bend into the knees, horse legs, pressing the hands away. And this time we're going to turn the hands so the palms are facing up, making like little, I'm going to reel it in from my pinkies to my thumbs and come back up. We'll do that one more time. Bending into the knees, pressing hands away, and we come back up. Nice. This time we're going to bring that forward. So let's press the palms away and bring it in. Maybe 2 more times. And last one. Beautiful. From here, I'm going to take this at the front of my mat. It happens to be my left foot. I'm going to face that foot forward. I'm going to sweep my right arm all the way up. And just bringing it back onto my right leg, reaching the left arm to the sky. So hopefully rights and lefts are translating. Beautiful. And then into a side angle, resting your forearm on your thigh and bringing the other arm, just resting it behind your back. And you can stay up higher, lower. We don't want to collapse here. We want to stay nice and open. Beautiful. Let's take that arm that's behind our back. We're going to sweep it forward and take that one more time. Reaching the left arm up. And then we'll come back down side angle. Nice. I'm going to take my right arm, sweep it forward, come back to center here. So the toes are now facing forward for both. And we'll switch it to the back of the mat. And we'll bend into my right knee. Nice. I'm going to sweep my right arm up, left arm comes back behind, peaceful warrior. Beautiful. Let's find our side angle and maybe having that back arm resting at your lower back. My right arm is resting on my thigh. And take that back arm, left arm sweeping down and all the way up, pressing my right foot into the ground and finding that peaceful warrior. Beautiful. And then coming right back down into that side angle. Let's sweep the back arm up. Find ourselves in a wide stance again. So we'll move that back foot forward, arms to the sky, palms touch. Let's bring it right into the heart space. Beautiful. So again, toes are facing forward this time as we take a forward fold. You can have any blocks, something for your hands to land on. You can take a wider stance if you'd like. You might shake your head no. Let the head hang. So good for the neck, shoulders. Beautiful. Inhaling the right arm up to the sky. Exhale down, left arm to the sky. Nice. And then from here, from this position, we can have the toes faced out a little bit more and just start to walk towards the back foot, whatever that means, having your inside arm reach to the sky. And then we'll walk towards the front foot, bending into that knee, reaching the inside arm up. If that was at all interesting, maybe doing that again. Beautiful. And then from here, let's just turn towards the front of our mat and we'll step our feet together. Finding that half lift. Softening down. As we soften down, we're going to bend into our knees, bring the arms all the way back. And let's find a chair pose. So sitting back in our heels. Hands can be up at the sky. It could be at our heart, at our hips. But letting the neck be nice and long. Beautiful. Taking a full breath in. On the exhale, let's take a fold. Hands to the ground or blocks. And then stepping it back into plank pose. Knees up or down. And you might rock here back towards your heels. Sliding the shoulders down. Dropping the knees if they're not already down. And let's find a child's pose that feels really nourishing in your body. Meaning the knees could be wide, they could be together. You might rest your head on the ground, maybe making a pillow with your hands. Beautiful. And slowly, as you're ready, if the knees are wide, we're going to bring them back in line. Maybe having some blocks by your side, not necessary, but you might like it. As we come on up, we're going to come up on our knees, sweeping the arms up towards the sky. Beautiful. And then we're going to fold back down. So hips go back towards the heels, arms come back behind us. This time, as we slowly come up, let's take the right arm, sweep it across the body, all the way up towards the sky, and maybe let it land down. It could be on the block next to you or on your heel with an option to lift the left arm. Beautiful. And then right from here, let's fold right back up. Hands come behind. On the inhale, we'll slowly rise, this time taking the left arm, crossing the body in front, reaching up towards the sky. And this time you might ground the left hand on a block and the right arm might reach up. Again, being a little bit in touch with the throat chakra. Beautiful. You can bring the hips back down, right arm comes down, and then let's find our way onto our backs. As I let my big boy out. nice. And once you get there, just feeling your body in this different space, right? Feeling your spine supported. You might have your knees bent. Maybe letting the knees falling in together, letting the feet come out, really nice for the alignment in our lower back. And then right here, I'd like to offer us some diaphragmatic breathing. So if we think about our diaphragm, I don't want to get too geeky here, but if you ever were to see it looking in and up, it actually wraps around through the spine as well. So it's under all the ribs. So as we breathe, you might rest your hands on your belly. But it's not, and it doesn't have to be just belly breathing. And in terms of our pelvis and our alignment, you can think of it as belly and lower back breathing. So on your next in-breath, you might feel the belly rise and also bring awareness as if you're breathing into your lower back. Keeping a softness through the upper body, the collarbones, the chest. About 3 more rounds. Beautiful. You're welcome to stay with this breath right through the end or come back to your natural breath. And just notice in your body if there's any movement, any stretch you'd like to take. You might let your knees go side to side. You might send your feet up to the sky. You might come into happy baby. What would serve you? And then as you're ready, finding your way to your Shavasana. Again, finding a shape that would really support you right now. You might rest your calves up on a chair. You might feel good to lay flat or legs up a wall. Scanning through your body, noticing if there's any areas that are gripping. And perhaps softening into them. And just be. And gently begin to come back to your body, your space, connecting with your breath. Bringing any gentle movements, your fingers, your toes, perhaps stretching. And if it serves you, rolling to your left or right side, and just taking a moment, dropping in, noticing what you can hear. And slowly making your way up to a comfortable seated position. I invite you to close your eyes or have a soft gaze, perhaps bringing your hands to your heart space, offering yourself love, compassion, and so much gratitude for taking this time for you and sharing your practice with us. The light in me honors the light in you. I hope you have a beautiful day today. Namaste. Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Thank you. Have a beautiful day.
Thanks so
You
much,
too.
Cynthia.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Enjoy the day. Take care. That's Steve. Bye,
Bye.
Linda.
Bye.
Hi, Sharon.
You.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.